Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking with Thomas. Welcome to my channel. Making the second video today. I'm still trying to figure out the lighting, so comment in the video. Maybe you guys have some better ideas. I think I'm gonna have to update my setup. We'll find out. Anyway, today we're gonna be making a sweet Thai chili pork tenderloin with mashed potatoes. I had a bunch of potatoes that I need to go ahead and get rid of, so we're making mashed potatoes with it. We're gonna be using some sweet Thai chili sauce. It's an off-brand one. You don't have to go for a brand, but if you make it at home, that would probably be best. Some honey, Himalayan salt, fresh ground black pepper, cayenne pepper, and crushed red pepper. It's gonna be super simple. We'll make the sauce first so that can marinate while we get the pork tenderloin prepped. I do have the oven preheated to 400. I'm gonna dump all that goodness in there. So this has got really no heat to it. Well, let's see. Yeah, really no heat to it. It's mostly sweet. I know we're gonna add a little honey into it, but we're gonna balance that with the cayenne pepper and the crushed red pepper. It's gonna be a really good balance between heat and spice. We're not gonna go crazy on the honey. This is just the generic brand honey. Feel free to use something local. I'm just out, and this is what I have at home, so that'll do. We're gonna put salt in there, and then we're also gonna salt and pepper the meat. We're not gonna go too crazy right now. I know it seems like a lot, but it really isn't. There we go. Pepper flakes. So I made this for New Year's Eve, and it was pretty successful. Everybody said it was really, really good. I've obviously made it before a couple times, and every time it seems to do really well. So that's pretty much it for the sauce. Just gonna combine that, give it a good stir. I would suggest using a tray, just the right size. That way the sauce can cover as much of the meat as possible. All right, put that aside. Let that marinate. Cheers, guys. All right, so this is pork tenderloin. We're just gonna trim that. We're really just taking extra fat off. This is a super lean piece of meat, so we don't want to take off too much, but we want to take off all the fat. This is what's most important right here. This is the silver skin. We just want to kind of poke underneath it, get under there, and just cut that out. And then you're gonna leave a little meat on. That's not a big deal. A fillet knife would be ideal for this, but this will do. And if you're like me and you don't want to throw that stuff out, it's really, really good to make stock with. So nothing's gonna go to waste here, okay? So we're just gonna cut the silver skin and all this fat off right here. Leave the meat. I need to go get a new fillet knife. I'm using my Miyabi chef knife, and I kind of just my go-to for everything really, which seems to be working fine for me. But some things like this right here, a fillet knife would really be ideal. But if you don't have it like me, don't worry about it. Just use what you got and make do. Delicious food is not always about having the best stuff or everything. Just wanting to do it, having the passion, and taking your time and putting love into it. These bad boys are done. This is not silver skin, it's a little fat. We can take it off. I'm not overly worried about that. A little bit of fat is always good. And like I said, if you take chunks of meat off like that, I know it doesn't seem like much, but it bothers me. I don't like it. But again, it's gonna get reused to make stock. So little ends like this, I like to just trim off. They're just too small. I don't want it to get tough. So right, that is about the thickness we want at a very minimum. So we want to try and keep the same thickness all the way through, so that way it'll somewhat cook evenly. This will obviously be the thin side, will be the tail. This flap, it's called the head. So this is a really, the most tender meat on any animal would be the tenderloin. Every animal has a tenderloin. It's under the rib cage, under the breast, and it really has no function. That's why it's the most tender meat on the animal. And in beef tenderloin, like filet, is probably the most common steak in the US. So this would be the equivalent of that in pork and a pig. Okay, so that's enough. We're gonna salt, pepper. We're not gonna go crazy because remember the sauce is already salt and peppered. Pepper. I'm gonna put it on a smaller. I have 5 settings, so I'm gonna put it on 3, which is about a medium ground. Again, we don't want to overdo it because we got plenty of spices coming from the sauce. And flip it over. Salt, pepper again on this side. Excellent. And obviously we're gonna mop up all this juicy seasonings. Get the underneath the head, on the ends, if you will. Just mop it all up. Don't leave any seasoning there wasted. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and put that in there. Bam. I like to lay it out as flat as possible, as you can tell, to cover as much as possible. And the reason for that is so that we can cover as much sauce as possible. So we're gonna come on with the sauce. Get all that sauce out, that delicious, yummy, sweet and spicy. It's gonna be so good, y'all. So you have 2 options in doing this. I prefer the easy method, but if you wanna go all out, you can sear this meat off first in a pan with a little bit of olive oil on super high heat. Obviously not high enough to burn the oil, but you know, you get what I'm saying. On high heat, and you want to kind of brown it on all sides, and then put it in here, and then put the sauce on. That's option number 1. I'm in a lazy mood today, so I'm going to go ahead and just do my version right now, which is we're gonna put it in here. We're gonna put it in the sauce. We're gonna cover it. By the way, I'm gonna get to the funny part here. So I ran out of aluminum foil, and this is all I have left. And it doesn't cover all of it, but that is a-okay. We're gonna just use as much as we have. It's gonna cover most of it. The point is so that there's no direct contact to the meat so it doesn't burn. So we're gonna put this in there for about 30 minutes. So 25 minutes per pound. This is 1.2 pounds, so almost 1.25 pounds. So 25 to 30 minutes, I'll probably put it at 28 minutes. Once 28 minutes is over, all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna remove the wrapper, the aluminum foil, and another 3 to 4 minutes on high broil. And that's gonna be where we're gonna get the sear instead of from the oil pan, okay? Feel free to rotate and turn it over. It's unnecessary, but if you feel it fancy, by all means do it. So right now, we're gonna go ahead and get this in the oven. We're gonna set our time. But not that much. 28 minutes. All right, perfect. In the meantime, I'm not gonna go over this. I've already peeled these potatoes. Everyone knows how to make mashed potatoes, right? I don't think I need to show you that. So we're just gonna cut up the potatoes. I've got water boiling right there, so we're gonna go ahead and get these in there. Try to get them even pieces, obviously, so that, you know, one doesn't undercook while the other one is done already. So once this is done, I'm gonna put them in there, cook them till they're soft. I'm gonna strain them, and then I'll come back to you guys and show you the rest. All right, see you guys back soon. Hey guys, welcome back. All right, so this is literally the easiest recipe. This is like on a lazy night after work when you're not feeling doing anything. Potatoes are done. We're gonna mix that up. Meat is done. I've got 30 seconds left. I'm gonna go ahead and pull them. I put it in for 28 minutes. I flipped them once in the middle. When it was done, I pulled the foil off and put it on broil for 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and cancel this out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this. It should be nice and golden brown on top. Oh, that's exactly what it is. I don't know if you can get a look at that. Oh my God, the sauce is bubbling, boiling. It's reduced quite a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and baste that just a little bit there. Oh my, I wish you guys could smell this. This is absolutely out of this world. So a lot of people are afraid of pork tenderloin, and I used to be as well, because it's so easy to make it dry. And this is gonna be everything but dry. I mean, this is just absolutely, look at that, oh my goodness. Oh, yep, and then every video I'm gonna make a mess, obviously. My, my family's gonna be watching this and laughing at me, because I'm known to either get something on the floor, on myself, or somewhere out of the bowl where it's supposed to be. So that's not gonna change. So I'm just a klutz, and I'm clumsy, but whatever. That's me, so that's not gonna change. Okay, so I'm just gonna baste that perfect, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this aside right over there for at least 5 minutes, but I would strongly encourage you guys to put it for longer. I have a theory that you should at least rest it for at least half the time you cooked it, but preferably Gordon Ramsay says the same time you cooked it is the same time you should rest it. I'm gonna leave that one to you guys. Ow, it's hot. See where the klutz comes in? All right, so we're gonna salt this. This is Himalayan salt. You feel free to use table salt, rock salt, obviously ground, whatever you want. Potatoes are gonna take on a lot of salt. Okay, we're gonna use pepper. This is a medium coarse pepper. I don't want it to have a bite when you're eating it. All right. This is almost a full stick of butter. I have maybe half a tablespoon missing out of it. Drop that in. And this is straight milk. If you want it to be even better, you can use half and half, or even heavy cream. But my family, they're a little weird on me going to fatty stuff, so they know who I'm talking to. Not gonna name any names. So we're just gonna mash this up. Can definitely take the rest of the milk. Perfect. If you need less milk or you need more milk, add less, add more. I like my mashed potatoes nice and soft. If you like yours firm, add less. But you'll notice, obviously, I'm sure it's not your first time making mashed potatoes. You'll notice that when you feel like it's really soupy, all of a sudden it's gone. That's because the potatoes are full of starch, and these are russet potatoes, so they're really, really starchy. If you were to be using a rosé potato, like a red potato, that's gonna take a lot less liquid. It's a lot less starchy, and that's it. I'm gonna give that a taste. Okay, needs more salt. Himalayan salt is also a little bit less salty than other salts, I feel like. You may disagree on that, I don't know. It's just my experience, at least. A touch more pepper, because I didn't really taste much. This is a lot of potatoes, guys. This is a good 3 pounds of potatoes. They're starting to get soft on me, and I didn't want to waste them. No waste in this house. Everything gets eaten. I'm a fatty. My daughter's a fatty. Not really, but she eats like a fatty. And that's good. Good. I like it when people have good appetite. That's why I cook. All right. Yeah, that's on point. Okay. So we're done. Set that aside. Try not to eat half of it by the time you wait for that. All right, and then right now we're gonna enjoy another glass of wine and wait about 10-15 minutes. Watch a little TV, wash the dishes, clean up, and then we're ready to plate. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Cheers. That's good stuff. Ciao. Alright guys, and just like that, we're back. Super stoked here. Alright, let's get this thing out. There we go. Let's get this slice in here. Oh yeah. It goes through like butter, guys. This is on point right here. I don't know if you can tell, but it's perfectly cooked. Look how tender it is. As I'm cutting it, the juices are just coming out. It's absolutely perfect. All right, we're gonna go ahead and plate it up. I'm gonna take some mashed potatoes. Just like that. Leave that in there. Some sauce on top of this. Guys, the smell. Look at that. Oh yeah. All right. Well, this is one of my favorite things to make, so I've had it a million times, so I'm super, super excited. And you should be too. This is literally the easiest thing you can make, and you won't be able to get enough of it. It's absolutely insane. It's really, really good. I hope you try it, and go in the comments and let me know how it was. Send me pictures, please. or you want to put some twist into it, let me know what works. I'm always open to options. I like to experiment. I came up with this recipe on my own, just from trial and error. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys watching my channel, and there'll be more to come. Bye.